Okay, so chapter 3, level 9. Guess we're coming to the end of this chapter now. I think the game's definitely picking up in terms of difficulty now. A lot more clicking involved, a lot more thinking about where zombies are attacking from, and so on and so forth. But I mean, it's good because the first couple of chapters were a bit too easy, borderline too easy, I would say. So we've got everyone in. Everyone's turned up. I could really use another seed slot. Can I buy anything? Oh, it's only 5,000. Oh, okay, so I can afford it. So yeah, well, it's a no-brainer really. Yes, I want to buy it. Cool. Oh, so the next one's 20,000. Yeah, I remember the extortionate prices that Dave starts charging after a while. Anyway, the rake. Oh, I never actually showed you what the garden rake does. Okay, so I want to buy that as well. I probably should buy the pool cleaner, but I don't think I've yet lost any lawnmowers, so I'll leave it for now. Just there you are. I'll show you what the rake does in a minute. It's on the lawn already. Bring Snow Pea because it was really good. Bring 3-peat shooter. Tornut. Well, as soon as I get the Tornut, basically that's the only one I use. I don't use the small nut anymore because, well, you'll see why. In fact, nah, that's cool. I'll keep that one, and then I'll bring along Spikeweed for the Zamboni and Jalapeno to clean up after. Okay. So as you can see, the rake is just, well, it's just an object on the lawn. But what it does is really, really useful. And you might not need it in the early chapters, and you won't have access to it anyway. But if you're having a level that you're struggling on, then you should definitely invest in the walnut. Invest in the rake because it does this. Keep paying attention. Gadoosh. So it'll take out the first zombie that appears on the map, and that $200 that you spent buying it, that means it will do it on 3 different levels. So this level, the next level, and the level after. But obviously, if you fail a level, then it will respawn in that next level. So it's every time you play, basically, not dependent on levels. So you get it for 3 times, and then you can buy it as many times as you want. So once it runs out, you just buy it again. And trust me when I say for $200, it is worth it. So worth it. Because it buys you. Yeah, you don't have to like. I could have put a spud mine there, where the first zombie went, but I just left it because of the rake, and so I could put the spud mine there, and so I save a bit of time and a bit of sun as well. It's only 25, I know, but hey, every second counts and every sun counts, especially in the early like starting stages of a level anyway. So this is a Tornut. As you can see, he's very big and tall, and he's worth, well, he costs 125 sun, which is a lot, don't get me wrong, but if you can make it through the early sort of like waves without having to put down a nut at all, then it's a lot better to have him in your arsenal than the standard, smaller walnut. And the reason why is because of this. He is obviously he's a lot bigger, a lot taller, but also he has a lot more health, so he can take a lot more damage before being replaced. So don't think of it as his more expensive version of a walnut, think of it as an upgraded version of the walnut. And he has one ability which, well, you'll see it when it happens. But he has a secondary ability, which is another reason why you should definitely bring him along, as opposed to a normal one. Just gonna build up some sun now because these big waves are coming. Oh. One thing I don't miss about playing on PC, Plants vs Zombies, is my wrist is getting a bit achy. Too much clicking. But I still think it's a better version though. I mean, touchscreen is nice, but I just think the PC version is still better. $20,000, that's a lot for the next seed slot. But every plant that you can bring into battle is a good thing. I can't remember how many it is total, but it is quite a lot. So, boom. The Tornut not only has more health, but also blocks the jumping zombies, so the Dolphin Diver and also the Pole Vaulter. And that's the main reason I bring him along. Not to mention, obviously, it's a lot of health. So, yeah, just all round a better version of the standard Walnut. The only benefit the Walnut has is that it's a lot cheaper. So, if you need to use it in the early waves, then obviously you can put him down, you know, as opposed to the Tornut, which is 125 sun. So you might not be able to afford that in the early stages, but the Walnut for 50, you definitely can. But like I said, if you can make it through the early stages of a wave without needing to put down any nuts at all, which is ideally what you should be aiming for, then, you know, later on in the game the Tornut is the absolute business, you know. So that's why I brought the Spikeweed along, just because I know that they're going to be blocked by the Walnuts, so might as well have something attacking them behind it. But all this is not cheap though, as you can see. I've got a load of sunflowers and I've already put a load of plants down, but my sun balance is not very high at all. Boom. Both of them stopped and then taken out pretty quickly as well, so... So I think now I'm in a pretty good position. I've got my walnuts up, got my spikeweeds out, got my, you know, just everything's in place. So I'm curious because I don't think these lawnmowers actually work in the water, so if you want to have something that takes out zombies should they make it that far, then obviously you need to invest in the pool cleaner. So if you are struggling, then yeah, 1,000 will get you those 2 extra. But it's not on top of the lawnmowers, by the way, it's in place of the lawnmowers. I don't think the lawnmowers work, so yeah, they'll basically just give you something there as opposed to at the moment, which I believe is nothing, even though they look like they're there. I don't think the zombies are even making it to the nut now that I've put down 2 spikeweeds. Now with the pool, I normally just, at the front, I'd normally just stack it with a ton of nuts for defense, because you can't put down things like spikeweeds or spud mines or anything like that. And you don't want, I mean, sometimes zombies will pop up like you saw earlier, so you don't want to put them too far the front, because then the zombies will just pop up here and they'll start eating the attacking plants, and then you lose those and they can progress further down. So what I normally do is leave a couple of lanes, a couple of columns, sorry, because I know that the zombie's going to pop up, so just put down extra defenses instead. If they don't pop up behind, that's great. If they do, well, they won't pop up too far behind. They'll never pop up like, for example, here. It'll always pop up like somewhere in this area here. So just, yeah, if you can afford it and you got the spare sun and all that stuff, then why not just stick them down, you know? See, so now these 2 are blocked by these walnuts. Only one of them spawned past that line. So yeah, didn't have to worry too much about it. But if the walnuts were just here, then there would have been 3 behind the first line of defense already, and that would have been annoying. So yeah, you don't want to plant too far back. And if you got the spare sun, then why not chock-a-block it with walnuts? And we have a note. Hello, we heard you are having a pool party. We think that is fun. We'll be right over. Sincerely, the zombies. Well, I think they're already there, aren't they? They might have heard about the party just, but I mean they've been turning up, so you know. Oh, a mini game in the round. So the rake will appear. See, as I said, in the next, this is the next level one, so it appears. And you know my plan with these sort of levels. Just wait a little bit to see the what sort of plants you get in, and then you can plan accordingly. There were 2 zombies there. I thought there was only one. Doesn't matter. Yeah, don't be too eager in putting down your plants. If you don't need to use them, then obviously save them, because you never know what might be coming. And if a massive group just comes in that single one lane, and you've already spread just your plants out in different areas, then you could be in trouble. So a little bit of waiting can pay off. I think I might put that walnut a bit too close actually, but it's alright. I do want to get rid of it and put down a torchwood, but spikeweed's there, so I'd be losing 2 plants essentially, which is, yeah. I was going to use the tangle kelp on that zombie there, but well, I've got no room now, so I'm going to have to try and free some of it up. I'm going to put them in lily pads. So with the zombonis, you want to take them out as soon as possible, because not only will you not have to deal with the ice spreading all the way down, but also, you know, if it won't run over any of your plants either. So yeah, if you can do so, then take them out as soon as. I mean, it's pretty slow, but you know, you don't needlessly have to let him travel any further than any further. You know what, I'm going to get rid of this, just because I don't feel like I need it. I'm going to put down another spikeweed, just in case. I completely did not register that guy coming down. It's a good job I had the spikeweed in place. There, just oh whoa! Oh, I don't recall seeing those guys in the menu. So anyway, there's oh yeah, I completely forgot. So that basically that's another reason why you should take out the zombonis as quick as possible. When they come and spread the ice, like a bobsleigh of zombies will come down, for example. And then once the ice finishes, they'll get out and they'll walk. But if your ice was all the way down here, then they would just keep piling in. So that's another reason why you should get rid of it as soon as. I completely forgot about those guys. It's been that long. I mean, they're easy to take care of, but if they come like that and they're all stacked up and your peas aren't quite reaching the end, then obviously that's a problem. Boom. You'd think the snow, sorry, not the snow peas, the fire peas would melt the ice as they went over it, but I guess not. Oh, that guy's actually made it to the end. You probably could put the spike weeds further up, but I'll put them there just in case zombies make it to the walnut, but the chances are they won't make it to the walnut. So if you put them high up, then at least you take out the zombies pretty quick, and also zombies will take more damage as they're walking over. So the peas should be able to finish them off before they get to the end. Ah! I haven't got any lily pads. I can't put anything down if you don't give me lily pads. It doesn't matter. Game over. Oh, we got a new plant. So this guy is called the sea shroom. Aquatic plant that shoots short range spores. So a bit like the pushroom but for the water then, I'm guessing.